What up, what up? Hey, y'all, I want to talk about Warren Sapp for a second. Now, y'all know Coach Prime back in November, December, he started telling people that Warren Sapp was going to be part of the Colorado coaching staff. I think Warren Sapp was going to coach the D-line. Well, lately, he been real quiet about this. Some guy named Steve Herbert said it hadn't been no talk about Warren Sapp being a part of the Colorado coaching staff. Now, Colorado had a scandal, I think, back in 2016, 2017. A gentleman named Tompkin, he was on the coaching staff. Anyway, his ex-girlfriend went to the head coach, which was McIntyre back in the days, and told the coach that Tompkin had hit emotionally and physically abused her. Well, the coach went to the AD, which is Rick George. I think Rick George is AD still, and told him. Rick George went to the chancellor. Now, you know how stuff is supposed to go up the chain. It stopped at the chancellor. It's supposed to went to some more administration at CU. They supposed to find out about this. Well, they didn't. I think Rick George got fined $100,000. The other gentleman got fined $100,000. I think the chancellor got suspended like 10 days. He ended up donating some of his salary. You know, stuff like this is serious, man. You got all kind of advocates and groups that are working with CU. And they don't want Warren Sapp there unless he's willing to sit down and talk with them. They want him to hash this out, let them know that he's a changed man. Now, Warren Sapp got 3 domestic violence charges against him in his past. He also was working at the NFL Network. The young lady said that he sexually harassed her when he was there. I think she said for 2 Christmas, he gave her sex toys. He openly talked about sex around her. She sued the NFL Network and won the settlement. Warren Sapp got a check of pass, man. He was a bad boy. Now, him and Coach Prime, they tight. 2 Florida boys. Coach Prime got mad love for Warren Sapp. Coach Prime know Warren Sapp could get that defensive line right. But these groups, they ain't going for it, man. They want somebody to come sit down and talk with them before they hire Warren Sapp. They want to have a real talk. They don't want to try to sweep this on the rug and put Warren Sapp out there on the field coaching that team. They look at it like you putting coaching above domestic violence. You just dismissing these women that have went through this type of stuff, man. Now, to me, Warren Sapp seemed like he didn't change his life. He ain't got himself together. Whatever the course told him to do, the 48 hours and all the kind of programs they told him to take, Warren Sapp did all that, man. But your past, sometimes it haunts you, man. And that's what happened to Warren Sapp right now. What he did in his past is hurting him from getting a job at Colorado. And it ain't no doubt in my mind that Warren Sapp could turn that defensive line around. If you watch the games last year, that defensive line struggled to get pressure on the quarterback. Warren Sapp know techniques, man. I listen to him talk about defensive line. He know when to tell them guys which way to watch the ball, how to get to the quarterback, how to swim past the defensive line, offensive line. He understands stuff like that, man. But them groups and them advocates, they're against Colorado hiring Warren Sapp. They want to have a real conversation about this stuff. And Colorado might not be willing to do it, man. Like I said, the guy, Steve Hubbard, he said Coach Prime not going to speak on this no more. And that really surprised me. Somebody said that Coach Prime not going to speak on something. Tight as him and Warren Sapp is, I'm surprised Coach Prime ain't still going to bat for him. He probably been to bat, and they probably just shut him down and said, no mean no. We not hiring Warren Sapp. And I hate it for Warren Sapp. But like I said, when you got to check a pass, it haunts you all your life. But I want to hear what you guys think about this. Also, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button.